So you're thinking about getting a GPS and you're looking at the Caddie by Pinned Golf. There's not a lot of reviews out there and we're not quite sure why. So we're going to gather up everything that is out there up to this point after release and give you as much information as we can get.
Be the right club today. Yes!
So the Caddie by Pinned Golf has released. It is in people's hands. It is out there being used. And yet, there are no YouTuber reviews on this product. And one that makes me extremely skeptical. Now, I am going to go into this with an unbiased opinion. I've made some shorts. You guys expressed your opinion on how I did not give this a chance. And I was hating on it and this and that and the other thing. And while I think it is exorbitant price for what you're getting, I personally just could not attach the value to the product. There are Reddit reviews that are out right now. There is one YouTube review, and it's not very good, if I'm being honest. But we're going to combine all of that, as well as some of our subscribers have offered their opinions and input based on them receiving the Caddie. And we're going to try to put this all together. So hopefully, if you're on the fence, you can make an educated decision as to whether or not this is the route you're going to go on. But we need to start first with Reddit, because Reddit is crazy and people are crazy. But I found some of the best responses from legitimate sources and users. And here we go. My 2 cents. Honestly, guys, really wanted to love it, but at this point in time, the Caddie needs major updates. It's super slow and loading times suck. We're on their course. I've had 3 instances where my round just ended and I wasn't able to continue it, so I have to start a whole new round. I also played around with my 3 friends and kept score, and it was fine the whole time up until they were finalized and the scores were completely different on the scorecard. I've also played about 4 rounds, but when I go to my profile, it shows I have 0 pars, 0 birdies, but how is that possible if I've played 4 rounds? Hopefully some updates are made and things are changed for the better, but as of right now, save your money and go for a free app like 18 Birdies or the Grint until Pin can step up and make this right for people who believed in the marketing bullshit and paid $300 to $400 for this piece of AliExpress garbage. Ouch. I used the Grint religiously, however, I wanted to see the hype around this product, received my Caddie, it wasn't working properly, I charged it, completed, only shows a blank screen. No option to update the software either. On Friday night, I chatted with Pin support, they couldn't fix it. She went to the tech team, won't be using it this weekend. It looks like there's a small pinhole, but I'm not going to factory reset it. Accurate distances, honestly, it looks real generic. The holes did not match on their app. I was excited for it, but very disappointed. Other comment says, seems like initial reviews are not good for this thing. Maybe that's why they didn't release any videos of people using the interface or send out any units to YouTube reviewers ahead of its release. Interesting theory. I think I said the same thing. I received it and I have used it for 1 9-hole round and 1 18-hole round. The magnet is the least of the problems. It's very strong and has not even shifted an inch while driving. Okay. The glare on the screen is awful. I'm hoping I can adjust the settings to help that out. I have not been able to get it to switch holes automatically, which sucks as well. Also hoping that the user error, because it's painful to switch it manually every hole. There are a few more issues like that, which you could think would have been figured out in 5 minutes of testing this thing, but I guess not. So some of the biggest reviews that I am seeing right now from users are this. 1, the interface looks cartoony. It does not look realistic. It looks like a Wii video game. The graphics are bad. The device does not automatically go from the one hole to the next once you've finished. So that would lead me to believe there's something wrong with the GPS interface. The screen brightness is not nearly bright enough if you're playing in bright conditions. And we've heard some things about the battery as well, not making it a full 18-hole round, as well as issues with the scorecards, keeping score, and stats. So a lot of these are probably just program issues that with an update they probably can fix. The battery, I'm not sure. The brightness, I'm not sure. But here's a review. I'm going to take parts of it so you can actually physically see this unit in action.
Search. So I'm going to search. Let's go Mayfield Sandridge. I used to caddy there. Let's go from the men's tees. I'm going to play by myself to make this easier for you guys. You can view the scorecard. It shows you all the different holes, the different tee boxes, which is very cool. I like that. Let's go to start round. And this will take a second to load. It's not, I've never played this course before on here, so it doesn't know it. This is where I think this is where this thing really earns its money. So you hit play hole. It gives you a fly over the hole, which I think is super cool. As you can see, it gives you yardages as you go and all that stuff. So 3D is super cool. You can see how it works. Okay, if I hit a drive to here, I've hit it 205 and have 167 to the flag. So very cool. If you don't like this view, you can go into 2D and say, okay, if I hit it here, hit it 276, I got 93 yards to the hole. You can also then go into the green and it shows you all different measurements. 351 to the front, 380 to the back. Right at the holes, 363, so very cool that way. Let's add a golfer just to show you guys. So, player 2, we're going to call him Steve. My homeboy Steve, he's also going to play. So you can change the tees of which one. So let's say Steve wants to play from the black tees. And so there's the different games: stroke play, match play, straight up, handicap. So let's do handicap net. So I'm an 8. We're going to say Steve's a 30. Cool with this, right? So that's the front 9. We go to the back 9. Same thing. So I have to give Steve 2 strokes on 10 and 17.
Okay, so from that example, you can see that the interface is not as receptive or responsive. He was tapping a lot. Granted, he wasn't at the course, he was at his home, but he was also connected to his Wi-Fi, which you think would make it a little bit more quicker in terms of responsiveness. Imagine you're not on Wi-Fi and you're using this out and strictly reliant on GPS satellites. It could get very, very slow. The games, where are the games? I saw stroke play and I saw match play. I didn't see Wolf, I didn't see Vegas, I didn't see Skins, but all of those fun games that all of you guys want to play, I did not see them on there. So the animation, yeah, it's lackluster. For a $450 device, we're basically using a program that is pretty basic. That's very disappointing. The pictures on their website did prove that, but to see it in action, it's like, it's one step above Nintendo 64, is what I'm going to say in terms of graphics. The metrics. They were talking about stats. Stats galore. Oh, you get all these stats. Did you guys see the stats? No? Here, look. These are the stats. That's it. That's all they have. Now remember, they said no subscription for the basic features. Now he didn't go into advanced features. So that makes me wonder, is this it? Or that's it? Or is there an upgradable fee to get Wolf, to get Vegas, to get better games and betting and stats? Nobody knows because no one is reviewing this. So just as an example, right? I want to compare apples to apples. So I have my 18 birdies right here, and I'm going to show you the exact same thing that he just showed you on my 18 birdies. And you tell me, as a golfer, what is giving you more information and a better GPS experience? All right, so we're going to start a round. Immediately loads up. There's our hole 1. Gives you yardage distances as well as plays-like distances. So we're factoring in slope and wind and variables. We can zoom in. There's the green. Here is an arc distance. So you can see different distances and what they play like. Here we're factoring in wind, elevation, temperature, altitude, lie angle. It's telling you all of that information. Now let's zoom into the green here and pull up the 3D green, which I did not see on pins. And it'll show you here exactly the heat map of the green. Finally, you've got here some additional tools and settings. You can look at hole insights. So how do you play based on the average or the course average or previous history of you playing there? All that information is located in the app. I mean, let's be honest here, right? This 18 Birdies app is free to download. And the free download gets you exactly what Pinned is giving you. The Grint will do it the same. Better graphics, better responsivity. You're using your cellular data instead of GPS satellites. You're using both on your phone, which is going to make it faster and more accurate. And we didn't even go into the stats. And if you've watched me do this before, or you've paid attention to all this stuff, the stats here are unbelievable. We're not talking about just fairways and regulations, greens and regulations, putts and average score, I think. Maybe there was like 4 or 5 things they're giving you, and that's it. This thing shows you everything. It shows you, yeah, greens, fairways, strokes gained, how many putts per hole, what is your performance on each hole type, so a par 3, a par 4, par 5. How many times do you get a double or worse? How many times do you 3-putt? You can track your shots, distances, how far are you hitting each of your clubs. Then there's also the golf swing and analysis page, which allows you to upload your swing. The AI will analyze your swing and give you a custom improvement plan with videos and tips and drills for you to get better. Now this does, just like pins, it will create a handicap, but 18 Birdies is not a GHIN handicap. The Grint does offer GHIN handicap. And for these features on 18 Birdies, those are the advanced features. The app is free. The device is free, right? You're not paying $450 for a device. I'm paying $450 on 18 Birdies over the course of the next 4 years to pay for those advanced stats if I want them. The Grint is a little bit cheaper. I did cancel mine and go straight to 18 Birdies, but when I was on the Grint, I got advanced stats, and I think it was $69 a year. I want to see more videos. So if you bought this and you have this, if you make a video, send it to me and I will post it. Because I want to see what I'm missing. It just, to me, the value is not there. The hype was there. I don't know how this thing won Best Product 2025 PGA. It must have been a bad year for new ideas in terms of new ideas and cost value, because I saw some amazing things there that were way better than this, but they were pricey, right? So I don't know. But if you have information, seen more videos, seen more reviews, send them to me, link them to me. I want to see everything. I want to know why I'm wrong. Until next time, swing as hard as you can, just in case you hit the ball. G2 out.